Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Dortmund career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we have Freiburg away from home in the Bundesliga. 2 weeks later, we face off against Borussia Mönchengladbach at home in the Bundesliga. And then we take on our third opponent in our group stage in the Champions League, which of course is Inter Milan. Now, something I want to mention at the start of today's episode, guys, is we've started this career mode a little bit rocky, I would say. We've had our ups, we've had our downs. We lost to Bayer Leverkusen, or as I like to call them, Bayer Neverlusen. Then we beat Barcelona. Then we played well in the last episode, but we lost 2-0 to Slavia Prague. This career mode so far, this series, has been a very upsy-downy, lefty-righty kind of series. We're not staying very consistent right now, and I'm hoping over the next episode or two, we can look to change just that. I'm hoping out of the 3 games today, we can get 3 very important wins. Now, I am recording this, guys, a little bit different because I've been a little bit delayed. Obviously, you guys didn't have a video on Wednesday, which I can only apologise for. You did have a video, I think it was the Dortmund Career Mode episode 5, the fan objectives, on Monday. Unfortunately, last week I went to the Liverpool game on the Wednesday, so that delayed me a little bit. I've got a little bit behind with recording and editing. And right now, I'm hoping you can't hear the rain. It's really, really chucking it down outside. But I'm recording this on my work lunch break. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get the whole episode done on my lunch break. If not, I'll have to stop, finish it off after work, then look to edit it and get it up for tonight, because I'm recording this on the 6th of December. Firstly, welcome to December, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas is only around the corner. But before we jump into today's episode, start getting into the nitty-gritty bit when it comes to the games, we're going to do a favourite. It's my favourite part now of this series and these episodes, and that is looking through the comment section. So as we move over here, we've got a first comment coming in from Kuru the Creator saying, try to use Van der Beek in the cam position and central mid as well. You might enjoy him better at central mid, and it'd be a good option to play with Witsel. I do know that you have Eris Bardi, but Van der Beek is the better player. Now, Van der Beek might be the better player, but for me, I've never really played with Eris Bardi, and that's why he's always getting ahead in that central midfield role. But maybe we will look to play Van der Beek in the central midfield to see if he's playing a little bit better, because as he comes on as a sub right now in the central attacking midfield role, he's not really doing it for me, so maybe playing him in the centre mid will be the better option, and then we'll just keep Marco Reus and Mario Götze as the central attacking midfielders. Moving on, Kuru the Creator says, good in the first game. Second game was only bad luck. You will come back stronger. Yes, you will, Kuru the Creator. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep working hard. And eventually, we'll get a bit of steadiness in this career mode. And we'll start having a few wins, one after the other. It won't be a win, then a draw, then a loss, or a loss, a draw, and then a win. We'll have some consistency with a couple of wins. Moving on, we've got a comment here from Chris Dudas. I know I've said this in the past, Brad, but I'm really loving the enthusiasm and passion. Even though BVB, Borussia Dortmund, aren't your club, the genuine expression of emotion is fantastic. It feels like you're a die-hard Borussia fan, and it feels great and really makes the series that much better than other career modes out there. Keep up the great work. Thumbs up. Well, Chris, let me just get this cough up. Thank you so much for a comment like that. It means so much when I see you guys are acknowledging the hard work. And the way I reply to this is when he talks about the expression and the emotion and the passion and enthusiasm. A lot of people see FIFA as just a game. For me, it's a hobby. Doing YouTube is a hobby. And when you have a hobby that you love to do, you can't do anything more than be passionate and excited about it. And every time I sit down and sit in front of this camera, I am excited. I get the butterflies. I get nervous because every single time I am excited to be producing a video for whether 10 of you guys watch it, 100 of you, 1 of you, 1,000,000 of you. It doesn't really matter. I just know that I love what I do. I love playing FIFA. I love editing. I love uploading. And a lot of you take a lot away from it and also get 20 to 30 minutes worth of entertainment. So I am very happy, Chris, to continue doing what I'm doing, and hopefully you are too. He also goes on to say, it's also such an honour to be featured every time I comment. Well, Chris, this is something that I love doing at the start of the episodes, talking to you guys. And although I reply to every single comment, sometimes bringing them up at the start of the videos can kind of reflect on some of you guys, because someone might have thought something but never commented it, and then someone else has, and then you get the answer. It shows a level of connection that you simply don't have with larger YouTubers. Well, from day one of me starting YouTube, I said whether I have 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, 1 million, 10 million, I will, as long as I get notified, because sometimes YouTube don't show me a notification, so I miss some of the comments sometimes, and that's when I have to go through the videos and check that I've made sure I've replied to every comment. But as long as I get a notification, regardless of how many subscribers, viewers, whatever I get, I will reply to every single one of you. And I know who has been here from the start and through the hard and struggling times. So if one day I do manage to make it, trust me guys, I won't forget who was here from day one. He goes on to say, it really feels like we are there with you in the studio. Yeah, this studio right here, as a glimpse over. Thanks, green screen. Stop moving. It feels like he's in the studio watching and playing along while I go about it. Cheers for taking the time to interact with us and make us feel like part of the series. I don't make you feel like part of the series. You guys are part of the series when you look at fan objectives, transfers, straw polls. You guys are voting on the straw polls to decide what we do. The fan objectives, you guys came up with them. Okay, I had to come up with one, but that's because we didn't have another fan objective. And as we grow, we'll have more people coming to the channel, more people recommending do this, buy this player, sell this player. And that's where you guys really interact. And it comes down to the point of whichever the majority of my viewers want, that's exactly what you get. And that's something that I'll always do from start to finish. But Chris, lovely 2 comments there. Thank you so much. Really warms my heart and it really motivates me, and it gives me a reason to want to keep creating these videos because so many of you appreciate them and that was the hard work. So thank you so much, Chris. Comment coming in from Niall Connery saying, looking good. I would say get a youth goalkeeper and they can go up in rating quickly and are normally good. Well, I did ask in the last episode why we're doing fan objectives, because one of the objectives is to get a youth player and grow them by +8 and also play them as a sub or a starter in 5 games, I do believe. So because Niall is the only one to comment about a youth player, we will be going in for a youth goalkeeper. I will probably do this all off camera, or I might do it in a moment's time. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on, Bandit says, you've been spotted by different medias. Is it possible to find a clip? Well, yeah, at the start of the season, I was at the Liverpool versus Norwich game, the game that opened the Premier League season on Friday, and I was spotted. I sit in the main stand, and over the other side is the Sir Kenny stand. And there's cameras over there, which are Sky Sports cameras, and they aimed over at the main stand and caught me and my girlfriend in the stand. And if you watch the recent vlog where I went to the Liverpool versus Napoli game, at the end of the game when the stadium was emptying, me and my girlfriend were sitting there, and surprise, surprise, BT, who have the cameras behind us, were zoomed in on us. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely go and watch the Napoli vlog and you'll see me right there. But yeah, different media, Sky Sports have picked me up and so have BT Sport. Kuru the Creator with another comment. Brad, I think it'd be a good idea that instead of reading all the comments like I am now, you could create a hashtag like hashtag F and Q. You could change this one. It's pretty bad. Not a problem, Kuru. That would be questions from us about the series and only the series. And then you could choose like 4 or 5 to answer. I replied to Kuru the Creator and said, this is a good idea. But if someone makes a real good valid point or makes a real good comment, a bit like Niall's comment about the goalkeeper or Chris's comment or Bandit's comment, and they forget to use the hashtag, then I wouldn't address it in the video. So maybe as I become a bigger YouTuber and I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of comments, maybe we could do it. But at the moment, I get anywhere between 10 and 20 comments, and quite frankly, I'm happy to sit down at the start of the episodes, reply to your guys' comments, and give you the time that you well and truly deserve. So Kuru, maybe in the future, but for now, I think I'll just stick with how it is. But thank you so much for the comment anyway. Bandits, I don't want to be an idiot, but Maylen is pronounced Marlen. Bandits, you're not an idiot. I always want you guys to correct me. I've had people correct me because I used to call him Mario Götze, whereas it's Goetze. I used to call him Paco Alcacer, and it's Paco Alcacer. So I appreciate that you guys are correcting me, because if I don't get corrected, I'll never learn. But it's another one to add in there. I'm so used to now calling him Maylen, I'm going to have to now call him Marlen. But I appreciate it, Bandit. Keep up the good work. Ethan, what a video. You'll never walk alone. Yes, Ethan, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. And finally, Bandit said hi. Well, hey, Bandits, and hopefully you're here enjoying this video right now. But that is going to do it for the comments. Now we can get into the nitty-gritty bit of gameplay, playing matches, and of course, simulating matches. Now, in the last episode, we talked about fan objectives. We've done all our transfers. We brought some great players in. All we have to do now is focus on winning some silverware. Now, first, we have Freiburg. Now, we have Freiburg, and then we have Borussia Mönchengladbach second. Now, you can see Freiburg are in 11th position, and Borussia Mönchengladbach are right underneath them in 12th position, sorry. Freiburg are on 8 points. Mönchengladbach are on 6. Now, what I noticed here is Freiburg are conceding more. So, Borussia Mönchengladbach have scored 7 and conceded 7. Freiburg have scored 7, conceded 10. So, I'm thinking Freiburg right now defensively aren't as good as Borussia Mönchengladbach, even though they've won one more game than them. Borussia Mönchengladbach drew a game instead of win a game, and that's why Freiburg are ahead. But I'm going to take the decision into my own hands with this one, and we're going to simulate the game against Freiburg. I think the fact that they've had 10 put past them already after 6 games, I'm thinking defensively, and maybe the goalkeeper, they're a little bit shocking right now. So I think simulating the game will put us in a much better position. But then on the flip side, we're going to be simulating an away game. We should probably really sim the home game, but I'm in 2 minds. I'm just going to bite the bullet and go with it. And this is the lineup that we are going to be putting out against Freiburg. We've gone with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Marco Reus a little behind in the central attack and midfield. Julian Brandt, Delaney, Witsel and Hazard through the midfield. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Klosterman at the back with Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into the simulated game against Freiburg. I'm hoping for the win. We're away from home. Can we start off today's episode with a W? 4-0. Wow. Massive, massive, massive win for the black and yellows. And also Paco Alcacer bags himself a hat-trick. He scores in the 6th minute, opening the account to take us to 1-0. Witsel picks up a yellow card in the 26th. Waldschmidt picks up an injury for Freiburg in the 40th minute and did go off in the 51st, but it shouldn't be too bad. Paco Alcacer took us to 2-0 in the 44th right before half-time. We then come back for the second half and he scored in the 52nd, taking us to 3-0. And then Marco Reus scored a penalty to finish off the game and put the last nail in the coffin in the 73rd minute, taking us onto a W and beating Freiburg 4-0. Great, great result. Glad we've started today's episode on a W. Now, we've got to focus on the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Right, guys, and this is where the power and the magic of editing comes in. Unfortunately, I haven't got much more time while I'm on my lunch break to do any more recording. So what I'm now going to do is to box off this first segment. To you guys, it's just going to be one video. That's the magic of editing. But for me, I'm going to finish off now with, thanks to Niall's comments, we're going to go ahead and hire a youth scout. We're going to look to bring a scout in and find us a young goalkeeper that is going to grow into an absolute beast. Then I'm going to stop recording, so I won't be playing the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach and I won't be playing the game against Inter Milan. I'm going to go back to work, and then when I finish work, I'm going to come straight home, start recording again, and then I'm going to edit segment 2 and segment 1, which we're recording now together. And you guys will see it as one video, whereas it's actually been 2 separate videos. Unfortunately, guys, I'm just so delayed with going to the Liverpool game last week. That knocked me out a little bit because it was a Wednesday night, so I didn't upload then. Then I had to record on Thursday for Friday. Got a video up Friday. Recorded over the weekend for Monday. Then, unfortunately, I was in a business meeting on Tuesday, so I couldn't get a video up for Wednesday. And now, yesterday, I was also late home, so I couldn't record and edit. And now it's Friday. I'm recording on lunch. I'll have to get in from work, record again, then edit the video, render the video, and get it up tonight. Hopefully, you guys are seeing it on the 6th of December. If you're not, you'll certainly be seeing it on the 7th. But fingers crossed, it's up tonight. But let's go ahead and look to hire a scout. So right now, we have Jorn Rathman. He's going to cost us 3.25 million. He's 4-star experience, 5-star judgment. That's not bad. I like that. So let's have a little look. I've never noticed that before. Experience is a more experienced scout will find you a larger number of players. Judgment, a scout will be better judgment. A scout with better judgment will find higher quality players. Well, yeah, we definitely want higher quality players. We've got 81.3 million to spend. We may as well hire him for 3 million. So let's go ahead and hire Jorn Rathman. We'll then also go into this and set up a scouting network, because obviously we want to be looking for a goalkeeper. The question is, where do we go for a goalkeeper? Do we keep him in Germany? That could be a good idea, to keep him in Germany. Do we send him to England? I'm thinking we definitely keep him in Europe. There's been some absolutely unbelievable keepers that have come out of Germany. Let's go for it. We're in Germany, so let's do it. So, search, the Bundesliga. We want to send them out for... See, we want someone pretty quick, but we could send them out for 9 months. In fact, let's just send them out for 6 months. And we want a goalkeeper. Let's accept that. It's going to cost us €228,000, but that's nothing compared to the amount of money we've got. So we're going to set up a scout, And Jorn Rathman is hopefully going to find us an absolutely outstanding goalkeeper. Let's go ahead and send him off. He's jetted off. He's not got to jet too far, though, considering we're already in Germany. Hopefully we'll get a report. Potentially the end of today's episode, we may have our first report from Rathman, and then he can potentially show us some decent keepers that we can already sign from the start. Now, it feels weird here, because I should probably be saying, right, guys, and that's going to do it for today's episode, but that's not going to do it for today's episode. I kind of just need to finish on a sentence, stop, and then I can come back and carry on later. And as if by magic, you guys are still watching the same episode, but it's in fact 5 hours later. Anything before this point I recorded on my lunch break, and now I'm recording at 6 o'clock at night. Now, unfortunately, you guys will hopefully be seeing this video on the 6th of December, but it's probably going to be really late. It's now 6 o'clock. We've still got 2 more games to play, so that's probably another half an hour, 40 minutes worth of recording. That's going to be 20 to 7. An hour and a half to actually physically edit. So it's going to be 27, 20 to 8, 10 past 8. You might be lucky if you see in the video at 9 o'clock. If it gets past, obviously if you guys are watching it today, then it's got up on time. But if it gets past 9:30 and I still haven't uploaded it, I'll just delay it till tomorrow, Saturday the 7th. Because if we upload it at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, there's not that many people, or people are busy, people are going to bed and stuff. So unfortunately, you guys may not see it. But hopefully, you are seeing it on the 6th. If not, hello, it's the 7th. But back into today's episode we go. We are at home next to Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've started off today's episode absolutely spectacular by beating Freiburg 4-0. So very happy with that result. Now, we have to get into the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then we have Inter Milan for our third game in our Champions League group stage. We've already played Slavia Prague. Unfortunately, we lost 2-0 to them. And we've played Barcelona where we beat them 2-0. So far we've had a win and a loss. For our third game, is it going to be a draw? Is it written in the stars? Or should we certainly be getting the win? I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. But up first, we have to get the 3 points and the win over Borussia Mönchengladbach. We're going with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Marco Reus a little behind in the central attack and midfield. Brandt, Delaney, Witzel and Hazard through the midfield. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Klosterman at the back with Berkey between the sticks. Come on, Brad. Paco Alcacer. Alcacer. Not Alcacer, Paco Alcacer. We'll get there in the end, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, we're in control here. The black and yellows are ready to go. We can beat Freiburg 4-0, simulating it away from home. We should really beat Borussia Mönchengladbach at home. The home fans behind us, we don't want them booing us like they did against Slavia Prague. We've really got to turn up here. And as Paco Alcacer gets us kicked off in his first half, let's get it on the way. Let's hopefully get the win. Get in there, Akanji. Good lad. Keep that pressure on. Uh-oh, we've been done there. That's unlucky. That's unfortunate. Great save from Berkey. Let's get this ball out now. Ball into the middle to Strobel. Neuhaus, they're coming forward here. This is a great run here. Hummel's going to get on the better side of his man here. Ball into the middle. Great save from Berkey. Certainly the last 5-10 minutes, Borussia Mönchengladbach have really put the pedals to the metal now. They're really going for this and we're feeling the pressure. Ball coming into the middle. Great save there. Delaney looking at moving forward into Paco Alcacer. Moving forward, going out wide to Klosterman. Klosterman going to go on the back inside now to Alcacer. I'm going to put that ball in now to Marco Reus in the middle to finish up. And what a save. What a save from Sipel. Let's take this ball, Alcacer. Here's Neuhaus. Oh no, that's a problem. Here comes play through and goal. Great save from Berkey. Get a man on the line. Play with an absolutely outstanding run. There goes for a little bit of a chip. And luckily enough for us, Berkey gets a hand to it. Just noticed the green screen has slightly moved again. Great save from Berkey. We're getting off the hook a little bit here. We need to bury one and start to relax a little bit more. And it's right on half time as well. I'm pretty sure as Sippel kicks this ball out, I'm pretty sure the referee any moment is going to be blowing for half time here. As Strobel heads that down now, it is going to be blown for half time. It's 0-0, so it's not the worst first half we've ever put in. I mean, we could be losing here. We have had to say that Roman Berkey's had to pull off some incredible saves to kind of keep us in this game, as well as their keeper Sipel has had to also keep them in it. I think I'm going to go another 10-15 minutes of exactly the same team. I think we're knocking at the right door right now. We just haven't got any answer, but I think as we keep knocking, eventually, this ball's going in the back of the net. Schultz going to get back to try and recover. Here's Traore into Strobel. Great ball in. We've got to be careful here. Ball back in. Get a block on that Hummels. Well done. Can we keep it in with Akanji? We unfortunately can't. It's a cracking block by Hummels there. Come on, lads. We need to score here. I'm feeling the pressure a lot. I'm starting to get a little bit of a sweat on. Ball in towards the middle. Berkey's there. Well done, Berkey. Let's push on here, lads. Let's push on. Let's go into Witsel. Witsel going to play it there through to Paco Alcácer, who's going to get the shot off. And finally, find the back of the net. It was only a matter of time. But I was worrying that it was also only a matter of time for Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've had to pull off some incredible blocks, some incredible saves. And in the end, Axel Witsel, beautiful weighted ball through to Paco Alcácer, who buries it. Well done, Berkey. Let's just boot it up there now and see if we can get Marlen running onto it. Marlen's going here. He's going to be onside. And I'm hoping he's going to be able to keep this alive. He has done. I'm going to have to cut it back to keep it in. Move it into the middle now. Let's play on the inside to Sancho. Over to Van der Beek. Through now to Torgan Hazard. Torgan Hazard! Van der Beek! There we go! Well, it's probably the easiest goal that Van der Beek is going to score for us. But he finally gets his Dortmund goal. And maybe this will give him the confidence to go on and bag many more. Let's get them going on the counter now, lads. Here's Van der Beek. Go on, Marlen. I don't know why I went to Sancho, but we'll go back in now to Donny van der Beek. Marlen's wanting to go again here. Let's go into Marlen. Marlen onto his right foot. Looks to Ben one. It's off the post. Witzel's all over that one. Through there to Donny van der Beek. You know what? I'm going to have a crack with Donny van der Beek. It was a great shot, but a comfortable save for Sipel. Wow, it's a corner. Ball coming in. Sancho's all over that one. And I'm going to move Sancho out with this ball now, because Sancho, with fresh legs, could be gone here. Let's go, Marlen. Let's go, son. Let's play it into Marlen. That's a beautiful ball. Marlen in behind. Here we go. Marlen on his left foot. He takes it on the right. It's the back of the net. It's 3-0. It's game over. Maylen celebrates. Or Marlen. Why am I two strikers? Maylen, but it's pronounced Marlen. And Paco Alcácer. And it's Paco Alcácer. I will get there, ladies and gentlemen. You've noticed I keep correcting myself. But a great goal there from Marlen. Outside the boot, puts it in the back of the net. And Daniel Marlen finds the back of the net. I'm pretty sure as they kick off here, the referee is going to put whistle to mouth. He's going to blow for full time. And what a great result. We really struggled, I'd say, in the first 50, 60 minutes. It took us a while to score. But in the end, we got the result we deserved. So that means we've beat Freiburg 4-0. We've now just beaten Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-0. Is that telling us something? And are we going to go into this Inter Milan game and absolutely dominate? I hope so. We had 10 shots, only 4 on target. Borussia Mönchengladbach having 9 shots, 8 on target. On paper, we don't deserve that win. 9 shots, 8 on target. Roman Berkey, you legend. He makes 8 saves, but he keeps a clean sheet. That means 1 extra clean sheet added to our Roman Soldier fan objective. Well done, Roman Berkey. Axel Witsel picks up man of the match with an 8.9 rating. And now let's see what the media have to say. Here we go. Zunächst mal danke. I'm not sure what that means. Borussia Mönchengladbach is clearly not at your level. By scoring 3 goals, you demonstrated that today. Do you have any advice for your opponents? Just keep trying. I mean, why? It's a bit of a stupid question. Klopp would never get asked, what would you recommend the Everton manager to do? A comfortable win after 3 goals scored today by Dortmund. Do you think the game could have gone another way today? It felt it in the first 60 minutes. Scoreline was unfair to them. Time to focus on the next match. We could have scored more. Yeah, I would say the scoreline... so we've said there we were the better team and deserved to win. I think in the end the scoreline was a bit unfair to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, I agree. Strobel was one of the best players for the opposition. How difficult was he? Hold us, but we've just played our game. I didn't feel like Strobel was a big if. I'd say play, spelled P-L-E-A. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Play. He was probably the more difficult one. Also, probably Traore out on the right wing. They were the ones causing us problems. But regardless, get the result. And up next, we're away from home in our 3rd game in our Champions League group stage against Inter Milan. Unfortunately, I haven't quite got the lineup that I wanted to be putting out. Like, for example, Paco Alcacer is not fully fit, so Molen will be getting his Champions League debut. It may also be his Borussia Dortmund debut. I don't believe we've started him in a game just yet, so I'm excited to see what he does in a good 70-80 minutes run out. I may have to then bring Alcacer on at the end of the game just to make sure I've benched and rested both of them. But we are now going to attend the press conference to see what the media have to say. We'll then get into the squad that we're putting out against Inter Milan, and then hopefully we'll bag those very, very important 3 points, because as you can see, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Slavia Prague and ourselves, we've all played 2 games and we all sit on 2 points. So if we beat Inter Milan and Barcelona were to draw with Slavia Prague, then we would go top. I'm pretty sure Barcelona are going to finish on 6 points, and I'm hopeful that we're also going to finish on 6 points. There we go. Ask away. What are the questions? A second win today will push your team forward towards the UEFA Champions League knockout stages. Can your team make it? I'd like to hope so. It won't be easy, but it never is. I expect more from the players. Yeah, it won't be easy, but it never is. I mean, we've got Inter Milan here, so we know we've got the likes of Lautaro Martinez, Romelu Lukaku. I mean, they're going to be the 2 up top. Mr. Brad, in your opinion, is there a chance that Inter Milan will win the match against your team? There's always that chance. Our football is far from perfect. There's a good chance that we will win. I'm going to be honest, there's a possibility. I mean, Inter Milan have got a cracking team. They've got Brozovic in the midfield. They've got Diego Godin at the back. They picked him up on a free. Your side has had a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results recently. As a manager, how have you reacted to this seemingly? Do you hope to bring stability to your team's performance? Yeah, my players will improve soon. I mean, I'm a new manager. The team is still getting used to the way I want to play. I still have to learn what their strong points and weak points are. But together as a team, we'll keep growing and working hard. Now, it's game time. Let's get into this game against Inter Milan. You'll see what I mean about the team we're putting out. I think what we'll do is we'll go in all our yellow. They can go in their blue and a black striped kit. But you can see straight away our central attacker midfielder, our striker is completely changed up. We've got a new centre-back partnering with Hummels. We've brought Weigl and Bardi into the midfield. We've had to rotate quite a bit. So when we go to the San Siro, I'm hoping that we can get a result with this very rotated and mixed team. But we are going with Marlen up top in the striker position, Mario Götze in the central attacker midfield, then Brandt, Weigl, Bardi and Sancho through the midfield, Hakimi, Hummels, Zagadou and Piszczek at the back with Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into this game against Inter Milan. It's an important win. We know pretty much that Barcelona are going to get a win, so we have to keep up with them. Because if Inter Milan get the win and Barcelona get the win, we sit 3 points behind 2 quality teams. Although saying that, Slavia Prague managed to beat us, so maybe Slavia Prague will give Barcelona a little bit of a shock. Let's go, Dortmund, let's go! Let's go, Dortmund, let's go! I'm excited for this game. I'm pretty sure Inter Milan should be playing Lautaro Martinez, which we bought in the Southampton career mode on FIFA 19, and he was spectacular. And I'm pretty sure, there he is, Romelu Lukaku. Wow, they've also got Memphis Depay. Forgot about Alexis Sanchez. It's going to be a tough one. Have they got Godin at the back? They have got Godin at the back. And that man there, I'm just trying to think of his name. A lot of people tend to buy him in career mode. He's got a very strange surname, very young centre-back, but very, very solid. But it is going to be the ex-Premier League man, Romelu Lukaku, to get us kicked off. Let's keep the pressure on. Like she's on. Sancho's going to pick that ball up, and Sancho is going to run at these Inter Milan defenders. Here comes Jadon Sancho. Here he comes. Sancho cutting back onto the edge of the box for Enes Bardi. Brandt to get there. Yes! Julian Brandt finds the back of the net. What a shot, though, from Enes Bardi coming in on the edge of the box. Took it first time as Sancho cut it back and played it into his running path. It was a great strike, and I'm just glad that Julian Brandt was there to finish up. Great strike from Enes Bardi, bending it into that top left corner. Brandt to Hakimi, who's going to try and get the better of the Inter Milan defender. Still going. Hakimi now going to put a nice ball in for Marlen towards the back post. Sancho on the edge of the box. Come on! Oh, Godin clears. Barella, ball in behind now to Portolino. Let's keep the pressure on here. Don't let him put the ball in. That's it. Force them backwards, lads. Marlen now coming forward, and as it goes back to the fry, the referee's going to say, the option's gone here for you to potentially score a goal, and blowing the half-time whistle. That's exactly what the referee does. Well done, Julian Brandt. Great, great. I feel like Julian Brandt is going to be one of those players where he just gets on the end of deflections. He's not going to score and blow my mind away with goals outside the box. He's just always going to be in the right spot at the right time. And I'm quite happy to jump back into the second half with exactly the same team. I think we've controlled the game well. So I'm going to get this second half kicked off, with Marlen. And if we keep playing the way that we are, I think we should find a couple more goals and break Inter Milan down. Mario Götze going to lay this off now to Piszczek. Go into Marlen. Marlen going to hold the ball up. Go into Julian Vigo. I haven't got many options. I'm now going to play it through to Julian Brandt, who's through on goal. Here comes Julian Brandt, going to slide it in for Marlen. It's 2-0. I wasn't going to be selfish. And I wasn't going to try and just score when we have the opportunity to slide it into Marlen and put it in the back of the net. I could have shot with Julian Brandt, but I thought it's more important to get that 2-0 lead rather than try and score a crack and finesse shot from outside the box. It's a great slide in. The keeper comes across to Marlen to try and get him, and he bangs it towards the far corner. Great goal from Marlen. That's 2-2 for him now. To Marlen. Marlen going to turn and give it into Götze. Going to go back in now to Marlen, who's coming forward. Marlen coming forward, looking for his second. Oh, he's going to hit the post. That was unlucky. Let's not do anything, Brad. We've still got an opportunity here. Play a little ball. Back into Bardi. Bardi going to hit this one. And again, Enes Bardi with a cracking strike of Handanovic. He's unlucky to not score there. Into the middle for Mario Götze. Sancho. Back in now to Bardi. Oh, it's a great strike, but Handanovic is there again. Alexis Sanchez. Inter Milan have fell apart here now. They have fell apart. And look at this. They can't get the ball out. Here's Julian Brandt. Edge of the box. Looks to Ben one. Oh! And Julian Brandt did exactly what I didn't think he'd do. He nearly scores an absolutely cracking strike from outside the box. Looks to bend it in the bottom right. It's a great hand there from Handanovic. As you like what I've done there. Go into the middle now for Götze. Back into Julian Brandt. Into Götze. Edge of the box. Looks to Ben one. Oh my word. What a strike from Mario Götze. That was cracking. It nearly ends up in the back of the net. Milan over to Enes Bardi. Enes Bardi trying to wiggle a little bit of space. Enes Bardi on the edge of the box, going to let fly. Guerrero going to get there. Unfortunately, Handanovic is going to deal with that one with the fry. Zagadou heads it down to Hakimi. Into Vigo. Over to Van der Beek. And we're going to get the win over Inter Milan. Well, that is a better episode. Are we starting to adjust and get comfortable and work well with the players? Because it certainly felt that in today's episode. A 4-0, a 3-0, and we finish against Inter Milan 2-0. And that was a comfortable win. With Borussia Mönchengladbach on paper, they deserve to probably get something out of it. This game, if you look at the stats, Inter had one shot and it was on target. We had 13 shots, 7 on target. Julian Brandt picks up man of the match with a 9.4 rating. That's what we like to see. A rating in the 9s. And now let's see what the media have to ask, because we just dominated Inter Milan. Here we go. Let's see what the media have to ask. Why didn't we get to see Schultz play today? Oh, come on, man. I mean, he wasn't fit. Competition is good. Team comes first. Yeah, I'll just put team comes first. He wasn't fit. What do you mean? Coming into this one, there wasn't much between your side and Inter. Did you have any doubts you'd come away with a win? Yeah, of course you always have doubts. Borussia Dortmund always wins. Well, that's not true. We're far from perfect. We always prepare for the worst. Yeah, we do prepare for the worst. Obviously, we said at the start, if we lose an Inter Milan and Barca win, they're going to the top with 6, and it's going to be difficult to catch them. Quite a resounding victory today with a 2-0 score. How pleased are you with your team's performance? Very pleased. We could have won by more. Yeah, we probably could have won by more. I mean, 13 shots, 7 on target. We only put 2 in the back of the net. But Handanovic, poof, pulled off some incredible saves, and we also hit the post quite a bit. But you're very welcome, media man. And here we are, sadly, at the end of another episode. But what an episode this has been. 3 games, 3 wins. A 4-0, a 3-0, and a 2-0. And for once, I didn't get all those wins with a simulated game. I actually played 2 of them, and I felt really, really comfortable. I feel like the players are really starting to gel well together. They're starting to understand the way I want to play. And wow, Paco Alcacer is currently joint second with Weghorst on 7 goals in the Bundesliga. Mateta is currently top with 8 goals. So Paco is absolutely smashing it for us. But before we end today's episode, let's take a look at the games that are going to be in the next one. We finish off the month with a game against Schalke away from home in the Bundesliga. Oh. We've drawn Bayer Leverkusen in the DFB Pokal. Well, we're definitely going to have to play that one. The good thing is we are at home. But we know Bayer Leverkusen. Well, they're not losing. We will just go and have a little look in the Bundesliga whether they have lost in today's episode, though. So we've got Schalke, Bayer Leverkusen, and then we move into the month of November where we have Wolfsburg on the 2nd, also at home. That is a difficult one. I couldn't tell you, apart from the Bayer Leverkusen game, which one I want to play. So what we will do is we'll take a little look at the standings right now. If they still, well, they're 8-8. Bayer Leverkusen are 8 games, 8 wins. They finally conceded 3. They'd only conceded 1. They've now conceded another 2 after us. But they got a goal difference of 22. They are absolutely destroying teams. And I worry, guys, unfortunately, which is going to ruin this series a little bit for me. I told you guys the whole situation of where like the likes of Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, when career mode first come out, teams like that were getting relegated and finishing like... Sorry about that, guys. So, yes, so there were situations where big teams were basically getting relegated and finishing outside the top 10, and it was absolutely ridiculous. People complained, I complained to EA, and they fixed it. But then what they've done is, instead of just making it a little bit more realistic with having teams like Liverpool and City that lose 3 or 4 games a season and draw 5 or 6 a season, instead they made it where some teams go the full season without drawing or even being beaten. After 8 games, Bayer Leverkusen sit 8 for 8. So it worries me that they're going to go the full season and win every single game. It'll be annoying if at the end of the season, Bayer Leverkusen have won every single game. But even when you look at like Wolfsburg and you look at Bayern Munich, none of them have lost yet. But it has answered my question now as to, in the next episode, who do we play? Schalke or Wolfsburg? Wolfsburg are 3rd, yet to lose. So we need to stop that. Where are... Oh, Schalke. Schalke are down in 13th. Yeah, so we will simulate the Schalke game. Play the game in the DFB Pokal against Bayer Leverkusen. And then we'll play the game in the Bundesliga against VfL of Wolfsburg. That is, I do believe, De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, Man City's player. That's his ex-club. So they have some great talents to come out of there. So it's certainly going to be a difficult game. We do end today's episode 5th in the Bundesliga, only a point behind moving into the top 4. So FSV Mainz, we have our eyes, teeth and claws set on you for the next episode because we want to knock you down and move into a Champions League spot. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.